Continuing on from screen size, this 4.3-inch screen, definitely I can't get over it, you know. Browsing is just an absolute breeze. Colours just pop out, it's fantastic. A little bit hard though to, I guess, use in one hand, especially while you're walking and everything. You can use it with one hand, but definitely it's a bit of a stretch to say that it's fully comfortable. You kind of have to wobble a little bit if you want to press your options and keys down below, and then you have to wobble it back up a bit to just browse. I mean, I'm not dissing it, it's fantastic and I wouldn't change it, but with the 3.5-inch screen here, it's a little bit more, you know, cozy, handy. I can definitely do everything much easier and quicker, but it's neither a plus or minus, it's just what it is really. And the main annoyance for me though, on the 16:9 ratio screen using only 3.5-inch, is the keyboard, especially in portrait mode. So I've got PR 1.2 on the N8, but you know, typing QWERTY style portrait is really cramped, and it's just a little bit hard for my liking. You know, just see the instant difference. The thing with the keyboard on Galaxy S2 and Android is I've yet to find a keyboard app that can give me a 5-row portrait keyboard. The main reason is because most of my passwords, or some of them, require numbers in them, and I know you can you know, hold to get the number, or you can tap it and then drag upwards to get the number, but you know, just really appreciate it if there was an app for that. Done searching and haven't quite found anything yet. Currently I'm using Hacker's Keyboard on my Galaxy S. I guess I'm one of the only few people that only like it when the screen rotates only the 190 degrees away like that, whereas obviously in Android you can do the forward here this way, that way, and the other way, so you got the 270 degrees of rotation. What I do though is that I like to sleep a lot, and on my bed just browse while lying down, so usually I'm lying down like that along the bed, and it rotates, but obviously it goes to widescreen landscape mode, which I do not want because I'm using it one-handed. If anybody knows of an app or anything that way I can just turn it to 90 degrees only, definitely appreciate that as well. Talking about apps now, I love with Android how you can easily and quickly install apps from your computer when you're just randomly browsing, and you can push it onto your phone. So convenient, love it. As opposed to on my N8, if I'm on the OV store on the computer, then it sends a link to the phone, and then it's basically a link into the OV store on my phone where I still have to download it. So really appreciate the implementation within Android. What's worse as well on the way Nokia does it is that the SMS that I'm meant to get for the link takes about 20 minutes, 10-20 minutes, sometimes half an hour sometimes to receive it, so that's a little bit annoying. There's definitely so much more apps on Android and wide breadth. I'm still trying to get to terms with all the great ones I should download. I've got a nice core at the moment, but yeah, it's definitely a bit of a learning curve. With paying for apps though, and I guess that's where Nokia shines with their history. of integration to the networks, because the bill for the app that I pay for instantly just goes onto my bill with my phone company, and that's it. Whereas here I've got, if I wanted to buy something, say that, add a credit card here, so I'll just press cancel at the moment. Especially for the people that are into that sort of thing, security wise, that's one less party you have to give your credit card details to. I was very happy with my N8, and I guess I'm just as happy with my Galaxy S2, if not just a little bit more. The key things that I do miss from my N8 is definitely the camera. 12 megapixels, bigger sensor on a mobile phone. It's definitely fantastic. With the Galaxy S2, 8 megapixels. What I miss is the dedicated shutter key. That really makes accessing pictures really quickly and get the snap instantly. Whereas here, I've kind of had to do a bit of workaround and put the camera as a permanent link. The flash on the Galaxy S2 is very, very bright. Now, I might give it a shot here. There you go. It's brighter than the iPhone 4. I did some comparisons, and definitely it's very, very bright. Obviously not as good as the Xenon flash on the N8. I can bear it considering that you're getting so much more other stuff with Galaxy S2, but definitely if I'm going out or going away and knowing that I'm going to have to take lots of pictures, I definitely use my N8. And also because it's got a dedicated camera button. What is a bit harder is taking self shots if you're into that sort of stuff, because of the thinness and also the positioning of the camera button all the way here. It's a little bit hard to reach around and press, whereas N8 instantly flash one-handed, nice and easy. Overall, definitely a bit of a learning curve. Learning Android, getting used to all the how it works. Definitely its settings and options structure. I mean, even still, when I try to go to settings and find certain things, I get confused which ones I have to go through. Obviously, I had much more time with Nokia, so it's a little bit more, I guess, second nature to me, but it all just takes a bit of time getting used to. Definitely with the Galaxy S2 though, it's been a fantastic and awesome introduction to Android. Pure silky smooth experience. You know, going back to any phone, any other phone, just feels plain slow, you know what I mean? And also I've learnt definitely much more customizable than I first initially thought. Now, which one do I prefer? Well, if it's a question of Symbian or Android, objectively, I wouldn't necessarily say I prefer one or the other. You'd edge it out a little bit for Android, I guess, just for extra little, eye candy here and there. But what I really love, I mean, it's more specific to Galaxy S2 more so than a slight on Symbian, is I've kept on mentioning this, is the speed and just how everything feels so fast, and the browsers, I mean, that's the main things people do on their phones these days, just go browsing the net, multitude of options. Definitely I won't be throwing this away. I mean, I still will be using it, and I will be eagerly waiting for the release of Symbian Anna and especially Bell. So yeah, there you go. Thanks very much. Bye.